Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay. And if there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And look at that Ace of Cups. Very nice place to begin. That is the source of all love, right? The source of all happiness. This is an opportunity perhaps to start something new. Now, this is a reading for the new moon, which is, on Monday. It is in Sagittarius. Perhaps this is our chance to begin something again, to try something, to try to achieve this, to find this again, right? We're being given the opportunity to do that. And we might have to make some sacrifices. You can hear my cat in the distance there. She's confirming some of this. The Five of Pentacles here to cover that. We have more water energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Sun. Very nice. We have the Tower. We have the Lovers. Oh, and we've got Temperance. We've got a Six of Wands and a 10. So we're starting with this Ace of Cups, and then maybe it's leading to this kind of whole life, best life improvement kind of thing. But I think we have to make sacrifices. We have to be willing to do the difficult work. We have to be willing to make the investment, right, in order to get this best life. We've got to connect with our source here. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. And we're just going to set it down over here. We'll put Jimbo, the Lizard King, right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know or you have an idea of what that card is, put your answer down in the comments. All right, let's do it together. Let's make it an exercise in intuition. All right, let's get started here. We have our major arcana. Very, very good major arcana. It's almost like we need to kind of, we need to make sacrifices. We need to simplify our lives so that we can see the truth and speak the truth, and then we can commit to this holy grail, and we can manifest our best life. These are really good cards. I'm kind of feeling like this is our chance now to begin something again. Let's see now. We don't really have that much fire energy. We've got a little bit of fire energy here. We definitely have our water. What we don't have is any air. So I feel like there's no argument here. There's no conflict, there's no confusion, there's no second guessing, there's no weighing of the option, there's no math problems to figure out. We've got our earth energy. It's kind of as if we have to have the vision. This is the Knight of Pentacles that's kind of creeping up to look over here to see what the best life is. This is the future. This is the kind of life that you want, right? With the 10 of Pentacles. And you have to know what that means to you. What does wealth mean to you? What does your best life look like? What does it feel like? Now, this is not just finances, right? The earth is the vessel for all of the other energies too. Okay? This is financial stuff. This is health stuff, right? It's mechanical, material world, wealth. But it's also a intellectual wealth, a mental, emotional satisfaction and achievement and aspiration. It's creative. It's spiritual, right? It's everything. Everything is contained in the pentacles. So this is the best life, all of it, right? Every piece of the puzzle. And I think that the knight is the one that can see that, can see what the potential is, can see that vision of the future, right? Again, it's kind of like looking up and over, seeing that 10 of Pentacles, and then realizing, okay, I've got to go through all these things first to get there. But first you have to have that vision. You have to know what it is you're after. And then it's time to really set off and find this Holy Grail. It's time to set off on the quest. And this could be something business related for you. It could be a romantic thing for sure. But I feel like you're following your dream. Right, whatever it might be. This is not a financial reading. It's not a love reading. This is a life reading. Okay? So what is that Holy Grail in your life? What is it that you now are being given this? I think it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Set out on this quest. Go get it. You've certainly been dreaming about it. Here's the Princess of Cups. The Princess of Cups was down beneath the surface here. I think that you've been wishing for this for a long time. That this is something that you've always wanted to pursue, something that you know. Throughout your entire life, you knew that this is what you wanted. You know, if you had ultimate freedom, if all of the bonds were loosed, if you had nothing holding you back, what would you go after? What is your dream? What is it that you want? What does that best life look like? I feel like you're being given the opportunity now to go pursue that, right? And maybe with this sun at the top of the path of the dove, you're getting this clarity about how you can start this journey. Well, you're going to have to sacrifice some things. You're going to have to move some things around. You're going to have to make some changes in your life. If you want to pursue this dream, you're going to have to reorganize a few things. You're going to have to reschedule a few things, right? Reprioritize. The Five of Pentacles is worry. It's uncertainty. Because it's about movement in the physical world. And anytime things start to shift around, we get nervous, right? We see money kind of coming and going, maybe going a little bit more than coming. And we can see that what we thought was a stable structure is just kind of blowing like a leaf. You know, nothing is really solid. Nothing is really stable. But if we can use this to our advantage, if we can realize that, hey, if I allow some things to shift, in some ways this is allowing the obstacles to kind of take care of themselves. You know, this is helping the opponent to fall down. This is learning to turn the obstacles into opportunities, right? But we need the clarity. We need this sunlight up above everything to show us what can I do in order to clear a little space in my life, so that we can follow this dream, follow this bliss. Right. And I think there's really two options, you know. We could not do it. We could just say, hey, you know what, there's too much at stake here. The risk is greater than the reward. So we don't have to do anything. The tarot's not going to tell you what to do. But I think you're being given the opportunity now, for whatever reason, if things are aligning in your world that make this pursuit kind of a pretty good prospect right now, you know. And that's why I say it feels like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It feels like you're never going to get another alignment like this to pursue this goal, pursue this love, this relationship, this passion, right? This purpose, this meaning, this destiny. And so in the future, we've got the Tower card. Because I feel like we need to realize that this might be our moment to really just start pursuing that destiny. Right? And this card really is about stripping down things that aren't necessary anymore. You tear this tower down, and what's left standing is the truth. Right? Is the revelation of what is essential to you. And this could be manifesting in different ways. Maybe this is like, tightening the budget a little bit so that we can put a little bit of money aside for this dream, so to speak. Not necessarily money, just energy, right? Attention, focus. But see, I feel like this eye here and this sun, these are the same. This is illuminating the structure. The sun and the Five of Pentacles is basically the tower, right? It is the truth revealing the reality to you, revealing what is right in front of you, and how some things really do need to go. Right? And that's kind of a new moon vibe to me. That's this vibe of starting again, right? Of kind of realizing that some things have reached their fullness, reached their zenith, and it's time to begin again. It's time to clear things out that aren't working anymore. Clear things out that we don't need, right? It's time for the revelation. It's time for the tower to come down. Done with that one. Let's pursue something else, right? Because the tower to me feels like limitation. It feels like restriction. It feels like we've spent some time building up the walls. Cool structure. It's like Legos. I play Legos with my daughter sometimes. It's real fun to build things up. Then eventually, we got to smash it down because we want to build something else. No, I don't think the tarot is telling you to smash your life, right? But I think the tarot is asking you to look at, because we've got this sun card up here, look at the energies that you've built up around yourself. Your beliefs, your behaviors, your habits, your budget, and see where you might have to dismantle things so that you can build them back up closer to your heart's desire. Right? This is a good time with the new moon. This is a good time. These are good cards for rebuilding something closer to the heart's desire. Right? I think that's what we're talking about here. We're going to shift to the path of the serpent. And as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free, doesn't cost you anything. And leave some comments for me. I really do enjoy reading all the comments and hearing from all of you. I appreciate all of you. Okay, so the general energy then is this Lovers, right? And this is kind of allowing yourself, making the choice to fall in love with this dream again. It could be a person, could be a family, could be something you've always wished for, but we got caught up in other things. We built a different tower. The new moon, it's the vibe of starting something new, right? Starting the process of building something else up. First, we have to make that commitment. Now, this doesn't have to be a romantic thing. In fact, it really doesn't feel like it is. This feels like a life thing. Realizing that the life that we've built is not exactly what we want. Maybe we got to make some changes. We don't have to smash the whole thing down, but it's time to build something new, again, closer to this dream, closer to what you really truly want in your life right now. We do have this Sagittarius energy in the environment. This is the Art or Temperance card. Maybe it's going from a life of business to a life of art. Maybe it's kind of a science to an art. Maybe it's a left brain to a right brain kind of thing. Maybe it's a shift of priorities. Right? But this is the idea that there has been a conflict in you. That we've been building up this tower, but we have not really been feeling it. Our heart maybe hasn't been in it. And maybe now it's time to change that. Maybe it's time to now use our creative energy, use our mental energy to fulfill that water, to fulfill the cup, to pursue that holy grail. Right? Instead of feeling like this is something it's just a dream, it's just a fantasy. That's not meant for me. No, you feel this very strongly. It is meant for you. It's a matter of, I think, convincing ourselves of that. And then figuring out, having the clarity to get a plan going. To figure out a way to make it work. Now the next card is the Six of Wands. It's in the position of what we do not want. And to me, I kind of feel like this is an issue that might be lingering with your confidence. Okay. I don't know if this is the card we don't want, but it feels like it is the obstacle here. And it feels like almost a sense of identity. I wonder if this tower that we've already been building is giving you a sense of identity. And so now if we metaphorically tear it down, are you tearing down your own understanding of who you are? Because what's left when we tear that tower down? Well, just the dream, right? Just the Ace of Cups. And so I see that as being causing a little bit of hesitation. Because I think in some ways your identity, your sense of self is tied up in what you're kind of currently doing, even though it's not your dream. It's not always a pleasant thought to have to start again. But it's the Six of Wands. It's victory. It's saying that we will triumph over the difficulty here. And I think you will be very, very happy that you at least gave this a shot. This is the card of overcoming. This is the card of having that identity, having that sense of self, kind of knowing what you're capable of, right? So if you believe in yourself, what comes next is that Ten of Pentacles. This is the new tower that we've built up. But now this is a tower that has more depth to it, more meaning behind it, right? There's more value in this. Because now it contains all of the other elements. It contains the water energy, the air, the fire. It's not just an empty shell. It's not just bricks and mortar. There's a living spirit in this, So it's a much more richly lived life. And it is the vision. I think with the Knight of Pentacles back here, this is something that you've always kind of wanted for yourself. It's a vision that you've perhaps had since childhood. Maybe it's a lifelong dream of yours. And now I think you can see that it's really possible now. It may still seem pretty far away, right? The Knight of Pentacles kind of has to, look up over all this stuff. But you can see it now. You can see how this is really something that's within reach. But there are these obstacles, of course. But let's look at the mystery card. Yeah. Let's see what Jimbo's got for us. Maybe something to show that this is going to be a lot easier than we thought. Maybe a Six of Cups. Maybe a Six of Pentacles. Maybe a Six of Swords. That yes, it is still a journey. It is still kind of a ways away. A lot of work has to happen. A lot of things got to get done to get here. But it's not going to be as difficult as we think. It's going to be rewarding, right? And that kind of reward makes all of the difficulty well worth it. So I'm thinking a Six of something. If you have a prediction, put yours in the comments. All right, let's take a look. Oh, an Ace of Pentacles. This is nice. This is kind of telling me that maybe the most difficult thing is making that first step, right? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. All these 10 pentacles here at the end starts with one. And maybe once you kind of get the ball rolling, so to speak, you're going to build speed. You're going to build momentum. This is a real gift. This is the gift of opportunity. This is the gift of saying, hey, you can see it now. You can see your goal. It's within reach. You've got to do the work. You've got to get your feet moving. But you can attain this. It's a very realistic accomplishment now. It's no longer like just a dream. Now I think it's there. This is really, I think, the gift of opportunity, the once in a lifetime chance. You know, I don't know that you'll see things this clearly again. You might as well go after it now while we're here, you know. I like it very much. We're going to do an extended reading too. If you want to stick around, click on the link that's up in the corner. That'll give you access to all of the extended readings, right? Not just for Taurus, but for every sign. You can cross-watch, check your other placements. I'm here every day from 6 to 8 a.m. Chicago time. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Again, it's free, right? It doesn't cost you anything. I thank you, and I love you. And we're all in this together.